up guys, it's Cody here. And if you guys haven't heard, the new iPhone 7 is supposedly coming in a space black color. Now this would be really awesome. That's something that I'm hoping for. There's also some rumors contradicting that statement as well, and they're supposedly only going to come out with the exact same colors that they had on iPhone 6s. And I'd really like to see a darker color. I know there's a lot of you guys out there who would like to see that too. So in this video, I wanted to take a space gray iPhone and turn it into a space black iPhone, which I'm going to be doing with some really cheap materials too. So you guys can try this at home if you want to. Now, before we get started, let me know in the comments below if you're looking forward to a space black iPhone, or if you had your choice to choose any color that you wanted for an iPhone 7, what color or colors would they be? Let me know in the comments below. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. So first we're gonna have to clean this guy up. So I have some rubbing alcohol here as well as some painter's tape so we can tape off the ports as well as the camera lens and everything. And I also have an X-Acto knife to make that whole taping job a little bit easier, as well as a microfiber cloth. So this part of the entire process actually took a lot longer than I anticipated. Just getting the tape the right size to cover the camera lens as well as the ports and everything, it just took a lot longer and was a little bit harder to work with than I thought it was going to be. But you know, I tried to actually get it as precise as possible, even though I don't think that I did an amazing job. I think I did a pretty decent job of getting this all set up to get it ready for painting. So here it is after my tape job. So I taped off the Apple logo, the camera lens, the mic, as well as the flash, as well as stuck some stuff there in the headphone jack and the lightning cable connection port, just so, you know, I don't want to get a whole bunch of stuff all up in there. And I also taped off the front of the device just so I can flip the device over and actually paint the sides a little bit easier from the top and bottom side. So now we'll just do a final cleaning and take this guy outside. Now you're probably asking yourself, what am I gonna paint with? Well, I'm actually gonna paint with Plasti Dip. And Plasti Dip is just basically rubber in a spray can, which is actually really cool stuff. So you can see here, this is the very first coat, and you just kind of want to get a very light coat. You don't want it to be, you know, completely covered. You still want some transparency there. And then once we get over to the second coat, which is right here, you can see that we're going to still want some transparency there just so we can get an actual nice, good bond. And I kind of screwed up right there, but we're still good. So this is what it looks like close up after the second coat has dried. This is right before the third coat right here. So still some transparency there, so we're gonna try to put on a really thick layer for our third coat. I'm gonna go over this several times just so I can get some really good coverage and try to get, you know, all the nooks and crannies. And so I'm coming in from different angles and everything as well. So here it is after the third coat, and you can tell there's definitely a lot more coverage at this point. And you can see that we're actually taking shape of the color of the iPhone here. So now we're on the fourth coat, which is going to be the final coat. And I just want to make sure that it gets completely covered, and then I will flip this guy over after this one's dried. And I'm leaving about 15 to 17 minutes in between coats. So you want to make sure that it dries really well. And then once I'm done with this side, I'm just going to flip it over just to get a decent coat on the front side as well. All right, so it's done drying. I brought it inside, and now we're going to take off the tape. And this is basically the moment of truth. Let's see if this actually works. Well, everything looks pretty good except for the Apple logo, which looks absolutely terrible. So, let me give you a closer look. So you can see the Apple logo looks like trash, and the camera coverage isn't very good either. So let me try to fix this. Boom. Fixed it. I think that looks pretty dope. I fixed the coverage on the camera as well as the flash, and I think the Apple logo looks really good. I wanted it to be completely cleaned, with the original Apple logo, but I think this still looks pretty good with a really thin coat of Plasti Dip. So here I just wanted to do some comparison shots between the iPhone 6 Plus that's space gray versus this new space black iPhone 6. And you can see that the coverage is really good, especially around the camera lenses. I'm really glad that came out the way that I wanted it to. And all the buttons here all are fully functional. I'll show you that here in just a second, but also on the front, we have a seamless line right there. So I just wanted to show you how clean that line is on the front as well. But you can see the volume up and volume down buttons work, as well as the mute switch and the power button right there on the side. And the tactile feedback feels exactly the same as it did before I even spray painted it. All right, guys, that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps me out. And let me know in the comments below, like I mentioned before, of what iPhone color you would really like to see on the iPhone 7. Is it space black or is it a different color? Let me know in the comments below. I look forward to checking out what you have to say. Of course, you guys want to stay up to date with everything Apple, as well as everything tech and everything jailbreak. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.